Hello everyone. Today I am coming on here to feature Theme Thursday, and this week's theme that Amy has so graciously put together for us is bright colors. So what you're looking at here are my twins. We have Nicholas and Enola. And Nicholas, get a little closer here for you, is wearing this beautiful Child of Mine outfit. It has little critters, Martians, and extraterrestrial little guys. There's planets on there, but it's all these bright prime colors. And he has this beautiful bib on that says, "I'm from Planet Cute." And that is so true. And then Enola, she's sucking her thumb here. Can I have your thumb a second? She is wearing this adorable, I think this is a koala baby. And it's got all kinds of, give you your thumb back. There we go. It's got all kinds of beautiful, like, I don't know what kind of flowers these are. You see them in tropical islands and things like that. But it's got pineapples on and pretty flowers, and the colors kind of coordinated today for them, and went along with this week's theme, which is bright colors. And I got 2 other babies dressed, and I was going to do a tag that was associated with these types of babies, but I forgot to print it off and bring it home with me tonight. So I'm not going to be able to do that now, but I will do it because I promised somebody that I would, and it's taking me a while to do here. But I'm showing my little alternative reborns. This is my little Alice, and her little hat's just all over the place here. She is wearing this. She can be a trip, guys. I had another onesie picked out for her and different shoes, and she's something else. I mean, when she wants to wear something, that's what we're wearing. I mean, she's, she looks sweet and innocent, but boy, does she have a temper, don't you? Yeah. So she didn't want to give up her Winnie the Pooh onesie here. It's got Pooh and Piglet all over it. Little tiny and flowers. And then we paired it with this adorable sun hat and this pretty dress. And she just loved these shoes. I mean, they kind of go somewhat, but they're not perfect. And she just loved these shoes. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to fight with you, Goldie acted like this when she was younger too. She had an outfit in mind. That's what she wanted to wear. And I picked my battles sometimes as a mother. And clothing was just one that I wasn't going to fight over. So if my kids wanted to go out of the house wearing absolutely the most ridiculous outfit ever, that's what they went out of the house in. Because there were more important things to fight over. Right, Alice? Yeah, I think she agrees. And then we have little Charlotte. And she's my little vampire baby. And she's always sleeping. All the time. Say, you only get up at night. Late at night. But she's wearing this really bright pink Carter's, I believe this is. And it's an outfit. There are pastel pink pants. But the socks are bright. And her little shirt is bright. And it's a cute little owl holding a baby owl. And I thought that was so stinking sweet. Yeah, and I love her little ruffled bum here. Oh, and before I forget, Shelly, Graphic Unicorn, gave us this dress and hat. So I wanted to point that out. Thank you so much, Shelly. I really appreciate. This was in the box of yumminess that she sent a while back when we did a box swap. So, yeah. All right. So what I wanted to do is, instead of doing the tag I was gonna do, I was gonna do a different tag that I didn't have to write down because it was pretty easy to memorize. And that is one that's going around. I think it's This Little Piggy 41. And I am sorry, my dear, but I am blanking out on your name. Is it Inez? Ugh. Tell me if that's wrong, please, because I really don't like getting people's names wrong. I really try hard not to, but it's been a long day, and I have another surprise coming in the next video for you. So I have to stay up just a little bit longer and before I can hit the hay. But she did this really cool tag, and it's similar to ones that I've seen before with a little bit of a twist. However, people can, I guess, talk about it in a similar fashion of previous tags that have gone around. And it was basically, does everyone in your life that you know that you have dolls? Or are you kind of ashamed of the hobby and you kind of keep everything secret? And I thought this was interesting because, you know, there was a tag a while back asking if we were closet reborn mommies. And I think there was another one asking if we take our reborns out. And, you know, just variations of this similar topic. And I just wanted to participate because I thought it was fun, and I enjoy those other ones too. And I would have to say that absolutely not everyone I know knows I have dolls. Because of my job that I have, I try to keep a very professional, I don't know, persona. I don't know what the right word is. I try to stay professional, and I keep my private life private and my professional life truly professional. And a lot of my acquaintances and friends are in that section or segment of my life. So I just don't share that I have reborn dolls. I tell them that I paint, but so far they haven't asked me what I paint. I don't know why. It just doesn't come up in conversation. And a lot of the friends that I used to have that are more on the personal side, a lot of them have moved away from here. But we do have a few still around, and they also do not know. I don't feel comfortable telling them. They're the type of people that, you know, their kids are into sports, and, you know, they're constantly running here and running there, and I just think that they would not handle it as well as I would like them to. So the absolute only people that know that I am in this hobby is my husband, of course, my children. My dad knows. Doesn't really show emotion, so I don't know what he thinks about it. And my mom knows. My mom at first thought this was a little weird, but she's come around. She babysat my very first doll that I made, and she almost adopted her. She said, I'm really, because she said she'd sit and hold it at night and look down at the baby, and the baby was looking up at her. It was an awake sculpt. And she said, that little face just kind of melted my heart. And so I said, well, now you understand why I love these dolls so much. And she goes, yeah, I do. So now she gets it. But people that are outside my life in that way, I guess I keep on a different level of socialization. So I don't know if that makes any sense whatsoever. I do not take my reborns out, except I take one in my car, and it doesn't leave my car. You all saw that last video, or most of you. If you haven't, feel free to flip back a few videos where I had this dilemma that I was going to pick up my husband, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with Elizabeth. She was in the car with me, But I take a doll with me sometimes to work, and I don't take the doll to work. I just leave it in my car. And it's just sort of a comfort thing for me. I don't take it into stores or anything like that. Now, when Goldie's with, it's a complete different story. We took her to the Dollar General store, and this lady behind the counter, she was like, "Oh, isn't that a cute baby?" And then she looked at it closer and she was like, "Whoa, what kind of doll is that?" And I said, it's a collectible art doll, and I tried to explain that this wonderful woman named Bean created her, and there's a whole community of these people that collect and paint these dolls. And she was fascinated by it, but Goldie was holding her. Like, I just don't. There's people in my area that would frown greatly upon this hobby. And not that I have a reputation to uphold or anything like that in the area. I do at work, though. I have, a job where I'm supposed to be looked up to in some fashion and stuff like that. I don't really know how true that is, guys, but that is my role there. I do outreach, and I go out and I promote the libraries, and I also am a manager, and I supervise people. So I just keep it hidden. I don't look at this hobby as a shameful one, though. I really don't. I just it's my comfort level. I just don't feel comfortable shouting from the rooftop, so to speak, that I am in this type of hobby, and that I have these types of dolls in my house, or that I, have a ton of clothes, and I have baby furniture. Like, my husband was talking to one of the ladies that he works with, and it slipped one day. He just said about, "Oh, my wife, has all these dolls." And she was like, "Oh, like porcelain dolls and stuff." And he said, at that point he didn't know what to say. He said he felt like, "Oh crap, should I call her and see if she's okay with me telling her this and everything?" And he just took a chance and went ahead and told her. And she was like, "Oh," she said, "well, whatever floats your boat, whatever you're into." But then he said, the very next day that, "Oh, my wife got a pack and play," He's like, she goes, "Oh, what'd she get that for?" Forgetting that whole conversation that they had the day before. And he said, for her dolls, for the hobbies, and for her hobby. And she's like, "She bought a pack and play for the dolls." And he said, "Yeah." He said she has a stroller type thing. It's old fashioned, and she's got boppy pillows and things like that. And she goes, "Oh." So that kind of made her a little bit like, okay. But she came around quickly, and she was like, "Oh," she said, I get that, I guess." She said, if I had, she said her husband is really into baseball cards. And he buys all these he buys all these sleeves to put the cards in, and then he has these albums to put the cards in. And she said, "I get it." She said, "I could see how, it's a life-size doll, and you would want it to be in life-size furniture." So she said she understood. Anyway, I'm kind of digressing, but trying to give you examples to where I'm coming from. So yeah, I just, like I said, it's all about my comfort zone, and my comfort zone is not there. It's just not there to the point where I feel like I can just tell people that I know, or even know really well, about my hobby. I keep it within the family, and I haven't really gone any further with it. So I hope that answers the tag, and I encourage any one of you who are watching this video to participate, because I'd love to hear your answers, and I'm sure this little piggy 41 would be interested to hear your answers too. So, okay, I've rambled on for 15 plus minutes now, so I will let you all go. Stay tuned because I'm having a box opening video coming up next. I think you're going to be excited to see this one. I know I am. All right, guys, have a good night. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. All right, bye-bye.